Man United transfer news today. Romano reveal. Amorim raid for Spain ace. €90 million midfielder battle. All the latest Manchester United transfer news, rumors, and gossip, as Ruben Amorim targets a surprise striker and plots the Red Devils' path to a midfield star with a huge price tag. Man United January deals. Romano says that Man United will leave it to the last minute before deciding their strategy in the January transfer window, with new head coach Ruben Amorim more closely focused on assessing the players he already has at his disposal. Speaking via his YouTube channel, the Football Transfer News reporter said, Ruben Amorim is fully focused on the pitch. He wants to understand what Manchester United performs. He's got full focus on the squad. Then closer to Christmas, they'll have meetings to decide what to do in 2025. Romano did reveal one position where Amorim already seems to have made up his mind. However, left back is a position that they will for sure cover next year. Let's see if it's January or summer. But Milos Kerkez is a player they like, he said. With Randall Kolo Muani, zero contact at the moment. He could leave PSG, but for the moment there's nothing with Manchester United. Porto striker Amorim's priority. Amorim has surprisingly moved to make Porto striker Samu Omorodion his transfer priority ahead of Sporting CP's Victor Gyokeres. Having come from the Lisbon club, it had been presumed that the Swede would be Amorim's main priority. Yet according to El Nacional, he is more interested in signing Omorodion, who was close to moving to Chelsea in the summer. It is said this idea has the support of the Man United directors, with a transfer fee of €60 million set to be enough to prize the Spain international away from Porto, who signed him for just €15 million in the summer. Omorodion has shown while in Portugal, scoring 13 goals in 16 games, which earned him his first senior international recognition. He is said to be open to a move to the Premier League, with El Nacional claiming everything now hinges on negotiations between the clubs. Patrick Dorgu transfer battle. Man United have emerged as serious suitors to sign Patrick Dorgu from Lecce, but they trail Chelsea in this particular race. Team Talk reports that the Red Devils are chasing the 20-year-old Denmark defender, yet he could be one to watch when it comes to the summer transfer market. The left back is expected to be on offer around €40 million, though as more teams join the chase, this figure is liable to rise. Chelsea is said to have taken a keen interest in Dorgu, while Antonio Conte has set the tall defender up as Napoli's primary target. West Ham and RB Leipzig are other sides credited with a serious interest. Lecce sporting director Pontalio Cervino told Gazzetta dello Sport, Dorgu is a potential champion. Correction, he is a champion. Left or right winger, he runs like three players and can find the goal. He has an engine that no one else has. A player like him has admirers, of course, and there are plenty of them, even abroad. But Dorgu will stay here, and then we'll talk about it in the summer because his destiny is already set. His future belongs to him. Three-way fight for Hugo Larsson. Manchester United also find themselves in a battle to sign Eintracht Frankfurt midfielder Hugo Larsson, who has had a price of €90 million slapped on his head by the Bundesliga side. The 20-year-old Swede is primarily a ball-winning midfielder, but is seen as a player with so much potential that Liverpool and Real Madrid are also tracking him, Sky Sport Deutschland reports. United should be wary in this case. Although Larsson's level has improved dramatically in recent months, the former Malmo midfielder only has an estimated transfer value, ETV, of €20 million. Alphonso Davies. Transfer update. Man United have also been linked with Alphonso Davies, who has been more closely associated with a switch to Real Madrid. The door remains open for the Canada international to take several different paths, with his contract at Bayern Munich up in June 2025. Alphonso Davies doesn't have any sort of agreement with Real Madrid or any other club, so everything is open, Fabrizio Romano confirmed. His agent also confirmed how Bayern remains a possibility for him. We know there's also interest from England. We'll see what happens there. Man United discover Sporting CP's stance over Gyokeres making January transfer. Manchester United have received another update in their quest to sign Victor Gyokeres. The Red Devils' lack of firepower was on display once again on Wednesday evening as they were unable to find the net against Arsenal, with the London club beating the Red Devils 2-0 at the Emirates. United have their eye on Gyokeres, according to reports, as their new head coach Ruben Amorim enjoyed a fruitful time with the Sweden international at Sporting CP. Victor is a special player, and Conrad Harder will take his place at Sporting, the 39-year-old said last month. I don't know when it will happen, but I'm happy for the club. But any deal won't be done in January, per Give Me Sport, with the site reporting that the club is put off by the asking price the Portugal club wants their hitman. The outlet stated, a January move for Gyokeres continues to seem unlikely because of the £85 million release clause figure that would need to be met for a deal to open up. Arsenal and Chelsea have been linked with him too, but the level of spending this winter is not expected to reach such levels, and Sporting remain expectant that they will not have to deal with losing their star man until the end of the season. Indeed, Gyokeres will cost the full value of his €100 million release clause when the transfer window opens next month. But come the summer, he will be available on a cut-price deal worth around €70 million. It's also thought that Anthony could make an exit in the winter window after what has been a disastrous tenure for the Brazilian at Old Trafford. Everton's Jared Branthwaite remains a target for Ineos and United sporting director Dan Ashworth, who is among the most keen admirers of the player. Furthermore, Amad Diallo is on the verge of a new contract announcement, with his deal up in 2025, though he has an option to extend by another single year. Man United told deal for New Modric is almost done. Paris Saint-Germain is on the verge of signing in-demand midfielder Martin Baturina, according to Croatian media. The Dinamo Zagreb youngster has emerged as one of the biggest talents to come out of Croatia since Luka Modric. Indeed, Baturina has even been nicknamed the next Modric, but he turned down a move to Real Madrid recently if reports are to be believed. Baturina and teammate Petr Sušić, who Dinamo regards as the bigger talent, have become increasingly interesting to top clubs around Europe this season, and the former is determined to take the next step in his career in 2025. In addition to Real Madrid, the 21-year-old has been linked with Barcelona and Man United, who were recently said to be getting serious over the potential signing of him. However, fresh reports coming out of Croatia suggest that Man United have been well and truly blown out of the water. Baturina close to PSG. According to Germanijak, PSG are on the verge of wrapping up a €25 million transfer for Baturina. The outlet insists that it is wary of jumping to conclusions, but reveals that some sources close to the Dinamo hierarchy go so far as to suggest that the deal is all but done. Vice President Dubravko Skinder publicly ruled out a transfer of Baturina until the summer on Tuesday. Hence, PSG have agreed to leave the attacking midfielder on loan in Zagreb until the end of the season.